As a school administrator for the past 15 years in 3 different Massachusetts urban school districts, I know firsthand the challenges of educating our youth in the 21st century. The challenges urban school districts face are challenges for the entire community and can be an enormous strain on its educators, parents, and most importantly, its children. I have specialized in turning schools around. In Taunton, in 180 days of school in the year before I arrived, they had 179 student suspensions. In Medford, on my first day as principal, a parent introduced herself to me, and before I could even say hello, she asked for her child's records because there was no chance her child was going to my school. In Leominster, in my first months as principal, a school committee member visited and asked if it was true about what she heard about the poor behavior of kids in my school. I know through my experience how quickly things can change. In Taunton, we were noted by the state for our academic improvement, and within 2 years, families lied about their home address to get kids into our school. In Medford, we regained the staff we lost to dwindling enrollment, and now that school is the school parents want their kids to go to. Academically, one of our highest at-risk population special education students improved 8% in MCAS in just 1 year. In Leominster, it was a similar story of parents shipping their kids out of school at first, and now they try to cheat the system to get their child into our school. Our overall school rank in our school improved more than 10% thanks to the hard work of our teachers. I know from these experiences what good schools feel like and the pride neighborhoods will take in their school. So what is the formula for these success stories? Honesty. If improvements are necessary, it will only come through honesty. I've worked with families and been honest with them regarding what has been happening with their child's education. Honesty leads to trust, and trust leads to change. I will do the same here in Lowell. I will encourage more families to speak up and be honest about their feelings about our schools. Too often, families are scared to speak up and worry about repercussions to their family. I came to Lowell because of education. When I was taking graduate leadership classes at Boston University and Cambridge College, Lowell was held up as the example of urban schools making things better for kids. In Lowell, education needs to be the reason to come and stay in Lowell. That's why I am dedicating myself to this run for school committee. If you don't have schools you are proud of, we don't have the community our kids deserve. I'll be dedicated to making sure we all have the schools we want for our kids. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Noelle Creegan, and I'm a new candidate running for a seat on the Lowell School Committee. I'm running because I believe that Lowell's future rests in the investment that we make in education. And by providing our families with strong schools and the best educational experience, we will unlock our children's potential and ensure a strong, vibrant community. My professional experience has been focused around training and leadership development. I've led a team to identify skills and knowledge needs for thousands of employees, created hiring processes, as well as identified and developed top talent. I've been a part of multifunctional teams charged with finding solutions to very complex business challenges. I'm very proud of my professional accomplishments, but mostly I'm proud with how I've accomplished that success through thoughtful communication, collaboration, and a willingness to just work hard to get things done. I hope to serve the city of Lowell in that same way. The Lowell Public Schools have been showing steady improvement, but I believe we can achieve even greater success. As a school committee member, I'll work to maximize the resources we deliver to our students, teachers, and staff, enforce the responsible use of tax dollars, identify efficiencies so that we can invest in our school facilities, ensure that resources are equitable across all schools, collaborate with other city leaders to provide a new high school, and think creatively to challenge the status quo. I've told you a little bit about my professional background and what I hope to accomplish if elected to the school committee. But now I think it's important that I share a little bit about who I am. I grew up in Melrose, Massachusetts. I went to Melrose High School. We were also the Red Raiders. Then I attended the University of Rhode Island and began working in sales just after graduation. I met my husband, Leo, who's also known as Ricky Creegan, a lifelong Lowellian, and we agreed that Lowell's culture, diversity, and deep sense of community was really the best place for us. But my most important role is that of mother. My husband and I have 3 children. Haley's 13, Sophia's 11, and Callum is 7. They are my real inspiration for running. Having school-age children provides valuable perspective as far as knowing the challenges our children encounter and understanding what motivates them. I am 100% focused on our future. I respectfully ask that you vote for me, Noelle Creegan, on November 7th. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Andy Descoteaux, and I'm a Lowellian who proudly supports the Colley site for Lowell High School and I live in Belvedere. We are all creatures of habit, from the coffee we drink to the TV shows we watch to the frequency that we vote. There is great power in the habit of voting, and the residents of Belvedere have proven this time and time again. There are two camps of voters who want the high school to remain downtown. The first camp are the true believers in the benefits of location centrality and the virtues of the historical nature of the buildings. I respect this camp. I share their passion for desiring equity for all students as well as share their love of the beauty in preserving the downtown experience for our youth. The second camp is the residents of Belvedere who have clearly stated during the preliminaries, "Not in my backyard." I have no respect for this camp because they are putting their own interests ahead of the interests of our kids and our community. We cannot allow one neighborhood to make decisions that will impact our children and our city for the next 50 to 100 years. I am not here to make a case for the virtues of building a new state-of-the-art high school at Cawley, which will be the educational gem of this state. By this point, people have made up their minds. I am here today to speak directly to the pro-Cawley voters who aren't in the habit of voting. We need you to change your habit, and we need you to do it November 7th. The Belvedere NIMBYs are counting on you to remain spectators rather than participants. You must disappoint them. The fate of Lowell's educational and economic future rests in the hands of people's habits, your habits. Make the change for our kids and make a change for Lowell. My name is Andy Descoteaux, and I'm asking for your vote on November 7th. I'm number 1 on the school committee ballot. Thank you.
My name is Jackie Doherty, and I'm here to ask for one of your 6 votes for Lowell School Committee. I believe I've earned that vote and proven my commitment from my early days as a leader on the citywide parent council to my service today as I complete my 10th year on your school board. I'm committed to doing what's best for all our students because a good education is the great equalizer, regardless of economic means or ethnic background, and because a well-educated community thrives. I support keeping Lowell High downtown for many reasons, but here are just 3. First, equal access for all our students. Second, a fully renovated, centrally located school honors Lowell's history and embraces its future. And third, no costly infrastructure, field replacement, or transportation expenses that we can't afford. The location of our high school is important, but it's one issue. There are many other critical issues that I care deeply about, such as high-quality instruction, effective school leadership, parent engagement, innovative assessments, staff diversity, adequate resources, safety, and smart use of funds. These are areas I continue to focus on and work to improve. My experiences as an outspoken parent, a classroom volunteer, a college teacher, and an active member of the Mass Association of School Committees make me uniquely qualified to improve our schools. And good public schools are the best hope for Lowell's continued success. Without your vote, I can't continue this important work for our children and our community. My candidacy is about more than one issue. I'm Jackie Doherty, and I ask for your vote on November 7th. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Bob Hoey. This school committee is very lucky to have Ed Kennedy as the mayor. In my opinion, he not only saved this school system, he improved this system. He pushed for more STEM curriculum. And under his leadership, we are attacking our underperforming schools like never before. The Centerville section of the city has our attention because of him and Bob Gignac. The Greenouch, the Robinson, and the McAuliffe schools all have new leadership. The Sullivan, the McAvenue, and the Cardinal O'Connor schools all have new leadership as well. The school committee also voted to keep the high school downtown. Again, Mayor Kennedy led the way. As for myself, I played a major role in solving 2 contracts with the UTL. I also played a major role on the improvement of our HR department. Just look at the fine job the HR director and the staff did in the hiring of 219 new teachers and paraprofessionals over this past summer. I also played a major role in securing our superintendent a contract. With a school system approaching 16,000 students and 3,100 staff members, you need a superintendent with a contract. He has done a few things that didn't sit well with me since he received his contract, but the good outweighs the bad. I think the superintendent's claim to fame will be his focus on what I believe to be the most pressing issue after the high school location, and it's called indirect cost, also known as the Maintenance of Effort Agreement, which was written by Jay Lang more than a decade ago. Thank you for watching LTC, and please consider giving me one of your 6 votes, Bob Hoey, for re-election to the Lowell School Committee. Thank you.
My name is Dominik Lay, my second time running for school committee. I have a Bachelor in Math from the University of Vermont, and I have experience as a small business owner, also working with data analysis and data management. I believe that equal access to education for students from every neighborhood in the city is a better choice for Lowell, a bit better choice for taxpayers too. Communications between schools and communities is necessary to get parents involved and improve our schools. I understand that school committee has a responsibility to look after our school system, but I also believe that school committee should also pay attention to parents and residents with respect the way you want to be treated. You know, 2 years ago, I established a scholarship at Lowell High School. Thanks to your support in the past 2 years, I was able to award 4 students. I am honored to be part of this exciting event. And I hope that this scholarship stays at Lowell High permanently. I would like to take this opportunity to encourage people from all backgrounds to register to vote. Spend time on local issues, go to vote to get your candidates to work for you. If elected, you, the parents, and the residents of Lowell, we shall work together to help make our education as good as it could be, and to make our school accessible to all students, including the high school. I urge those of you who share the same value and urgency about our schools as me to please consider me as one of your 6 votes for school committee. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Connie Martin, and I'm a candidate for re-election to the Lowell School Committee. As a lifelong resident of Lowell and a proud graduate of the Lowell Public Schools, I know that my years as a student in Lowell taught me far more than just reading, writing, and arithmetic. My teachers taught me to rely on facts when making decisions. They taught me to have high expectations and to recognize that only hard work could make those high expectations a reality. My years on the Lowell School Committee have reinforced those same lessons. The work of serving on the Lowell School Committee is challenging and important. To do this work well requires a commitment from committee members to develop a deep understanding of our district, both its strengths and weaknesses. And once that level of understanding is reached, every committee member must create their own ambitious long-term vision for our schools and maintain a constant focus on measurable accountability standards to accurately gauge our progress over time. The quality of life in our city is undeniably linked to the quality of our educational system. Our economic future hinges on establishing Lowell as the city of choice for young families looking for a place to raise and educate their children, and for companies searching for a dynamic, well-educated workforce. There will never be a time when our public education system is good enough for our students. We must always be working to find improvements, efficiencies, and new inspirations. I am even more ambitious for our public schools today than I was 18 years ago when I first joined the Lowell School Committee, and I still believe that our schools will always be at the forefront of our city's future success. Lowell deserves and demands the absolute best for our students and for our community as a whole. Anything less is a disservice to a city with a proud history of innovation and an inspiring vision for our future. For more information, please look for our Facebook page, Connie Martin-Lowell Schools, to get updates on current happenings in our schools and information on the important issues we face every day. My name is Connie Martin, and on Tuesday, November 7th, I ask you to please return me to the Lowell School Committee so I can continue working for a brighter future for our city.
Hello, my name is Dennis Mercier. I'm a candidate for the Lowell School Committee. I'd like to thank LTC and the Sun for the opportunity to speak with you. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I was born in Lowell, and I reside in the Pawtuckaville section of the city my entire life. I am vice chairman of the Lowell Cemetery Commission, where I've served on that board since 1997. I work at the Lowell Housing Authority as the senior property manager, and currently am at the historic North Common Village with 524 units and 1,100 residents. One of my goals would be to bring back neighborhood schools. Unlike in the past, Lowell is a very diversified city, and I don't feel that any student should have to cross the city when they have a school in their neighborhood. I've spoken to some parents that want to send their kids to a different site because the schools are better. This, in my opinion, is unacceptable. All the administrators need to be held accountable, and all the schools in all the areas should be at the highest level. The most important school-related issue facing the city is the building of a new high school. I am a strong proponent of building a new school at the college site to ensure the children of Lowell have a clean, safe learning environment for years to come. I also understand the fears in that neighborhood, the uncertainty, but all neighborhoods in the city have faced these same situations. In the Highlands, they have new businesses and a new charter school. In the Pawtuckaville and Acre, they've seen the addition of 4,000 plus UMass Lowell students into their neighborhoods. A new judicial center will add hundreds of people a day into the downtown neighborhood. Working together, these projects make the city better. Lowell High downtown is historic, and we should never forget our history, but we should also not be afraid to embrace the future. Please consider casting one of your 6 votes to Dennis Mercier for the Lowell School Committee.
My name is Gerry Nutter, and I'm candidate for the Lowell School Committee. I've been an involved graduate of Lowell High School since 1980. I attended St. John's Seminary, Northern Essex Community College. I'm someone who understands budgeting because of my position as a general manager at DocuServe in Marlborough, Mass. I'm no Horace Mann who has all the educational answers. I'll let the qualified experts we hire do that job and support them the best I can in providing our students with the best education available. I understand the basic concept of municipal budgets, state funding, taxes, Chapter 70, and things like the circuit breaker account because I've taken the time to sit down with the city finance team, past and present, to have them explain how all this is supposed to work. I'm an involved parent who, long before announcing a run for the school committee, advocated for Lowell to join the CEP program, a federal program that provides every Lowell student a free breakfast and lunch. I saw it as a way to assist not only the poorer families, but the struggling working class families that didn't qualify for any type of assistance. I'm happy to say we've been part of that program since September of 2015. Lowell High School belongs downtown. Don't be misled by false numbers or what you hear about the cost of busing. Moving to Collie will be more expensive to the taxpayers and unfair to all our students. The high school is approximately 3,300 students. The estimated cost to keep existing starting times and not change anything is $1.2 million to bus to the existing location. If it were to move to Collie and not change anything, it would be around $3.2 million. Try to keep things budget neutral. We would have to move the start time from Lowell High School from 8 o'clock to 7:15. We would also have to change the starting time of 5 of our 8 middle schools and 9 of our 15 elementary schools. That means we'd need to change the schedules of over 10,000 students to meet the want of the 5 city councilors. It would also increase property taxes by well over 8%. This school committee has allowed the superintendent not to have a strong leadership role in this. He also has not responded to motions, presented a budget that wasn't fully funded, and right now we're allowing 5th and 6th grade students at the STEM Academy to receive 90 hours a year less in educational time than 5th and 6th grade students in other schools in this city. I respectfully ask for one of your 6 votes for the Lowell School Committee on Tuesday, November 7th. Thank you.